Hello there everyone, my name is Ray and today we're here to play some more Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. This is part number 20, very likely the finale. I am going to assume it's the finale because I'm assuming we've got like a dungeon or something we got to go through down there. But I'm just going to keep going until I kill Ganondorf. I expect to die at least once or twice because final boss, never played it before. Should be somewhat difficult, if not completely difficult. But anyway, full magic, full health, all the heart pieces. I got the red mail for even better defense. Got the mirror shield. Don't know if that's going to be of any use at all. I have one fairy and 3 blue potions. Yeah, no, I really can't see how I could be any more prepared. They gave me the silver arrow, so I'm going to go with those equipped. But yeah, no. There we go. Are you serious? It just starts? I never imagined a boy like you could give me so much trouble. Wait, what? Which... Isn't this Ganondorf? Like, he never imagined a boy like him could give him so much... I mean, I guess chronologically, or not storyline-wise, but in our world, this is what, the 3rd Zelda game that came out? So this would actually be the first time that you hear him speak, too, or read him speak, or whatever. Because in the first Zelda game, he's just a dude. The second Zelda game, The Adventure of Link, yeah, no, he doesn't speak in that game either. So I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd game, which would make this the first. Okay, so that makes sense. I was gonna say, dude, you fought Link like 40 times throughout history. Anyway, it's unbelievable that you defeated my alter ego, Aghanim, the Dark Wizard, twice. But I will never give you the Triforce. I will destroy you and make my wish to conquer both light and dark worlds come true without delay. So Aghanim's his alter ego. So the fight just starts. Leave me be, leave me be. No! Come on, Ganon. Oh my god. Maybe I should be doing spin attacks? No, 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 no! Holy shit. Oh my god! This is with the red mail, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. Screw it. Shoot his ass. That did nothing! What is the point of this? These arrows do nothing to him. I was told that I needed the what's-her-face told me that I needed these to defeat this guy. Man, he takes hits. I mean, he's Ganon. What the hell was I expecting? But he's Ganon. What the hell was I expecting? But still, come Navi, the most favoritist of all fairy companions. Yo, on the real, I don't know why everybody hates Navi so much. Her and Kaepora Gaebora aren't that bad. Oh, that's good. Sarcasm ensues. This guy is changing the battlefield. What happens if I... Is that just gonna... You know what? Oh, I can't use my items! You're doing well, lad, but can you break through this secret technique of darkness? On guard! It's kinda nice that we're getting a little bit of quote-unquote respect from him. He said darkness. I'm waiting for the damn lights to go out. Ooh! Ha! Fuck you! Secret technique of darkness. Got your secret technique right here. And the damn, light's about to go. Stop it! Yo, dude, he doesn't stay like that very long. Like, at all. What?! bullshit! Really? Is he gonna pop back up and be like, psych? I can't open up my... Oh, man. I wanted to turn on the lights for whatever reason. I had all the arrows and only had to use, like, 4 on him. That's interesting. I mean, he took... I'm still not convinced he's dead, but he took, way more hits than anybody else. And with the level 3 sword, too, that fight would have been long as all living hell without the level 3 sword. If he just had the Master Sword, not tempered. And then he took 3 or 4 silver arrows, which everything else that I shot with the silver arrows died in one shot. I didn't shoot those big old orc dudes that threw out the bombs and all that, but yeah, head inside. Where are we going? It's just Ganondorf's big brother, Ganondorf. Oh, dude, we actually get the... Welcome, Ray. I am the essence of the Triforce. A bunch of ellipses. Is that Link's response since he never speaks? Triforce will grant the wish in the heart and mind of the person who touches it. Yo, I don't even want this thing. I just didn't want Ganon to get it. If a person with a good heart touches it, it will make his good wishes come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, evil-hearted, is that a word? Oh, great essence of the Triforce. It grants his evil wishes. I don't need a wish. I just wanted Ganon dead and I killed him. So, homie was right outside the room with the Triforce. Did he know that? Because he was, like, teleporting around and stuff. He literally could have probably just went in that room, grabbed this thing, and he could not have known. Final boss, sure, but I mean, he was right next to the Triforce. He should have just went and got it. And I get some people are going to be like, oh, well, he underestimated you, because like he already said, he didn't even think you'd get this far by any means, but still. He knew his life was coming to an end. He knew he was dying when we were stabbing him and slapping him around and shooting him with arrows. He should have left. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The stronger the wish, the more powerful the Triforce's expression of that wish. Ganon's wish was to conquer the world. That wish changed the Golden Land to the dark... Wait, so he did get this? I mean, I guess it would make sense if it was already his, but since it was so close to him. Or he just knew where it was. I think it was kind of like a race, because in the last episode he broke through the top. He headed there from Aghanim's body. So he probably knew the Triforce was here and was coming to get it, and then we showed up, he's like, oh god, no! But at the same time, it doesn't matter. I'm thinking too much about this. Change the Golden Land into the Dark World. The only part about this I genuinely don't understand is if his wish changed the Light World into the Dark World, Golden Land into the Dark World, shouldn't he have already had his wish? I wonder where this game falls in the Zelda timeline. People say it's super convoluted, but it really isn't if you look at the book that they made. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World and make his wish come completely true. I don't get what the problem was. There were teleporters all over this bitch that he could use to get back to the Dark World. I'm sure he could have gotten to the Light World on his own with all the stuff he could do. And who in their world was stopping this guy? Yeah, I know, I'm thinking too much. I'm ruining the moment, my bad. I'll just shut up and read. But now you have totally destroyed Ganon. This dark world will vanish. She's actually dead now. Probably not. Triforce is waiting for a new owner. His golden power is in your hands. Yeah, so it was already his. But he said that his wish, he was going to make his wish to conquer both the light and dark worlds come true. Again, thinking about it too much, but... Actually, Triforce Essence, you'll notice you're nowhere near my hands, and you are freaking enormous, by the way. Now touch it with a wish in your heart. You are no longer anywhere near as enormous, by the way. Must have called Jenny while I wasn't looking. No, that's still pretty freaking big. It's bigger than he is. The three of them together, rather. The Return of the King, copyright infringement. Is that the King of Red Lions? The The loyal sage. And these freaking dudes are pissed off that Link's been running around killing the countrymen even if he had no other choice. You disappeared, so did he just wish for everything to go back the way it was? It's a hospital homecoming. Did he just wish for shit to go back to the way? I would have been mad if I played this game and never found that stupid duck. Well, actually, no, it's not possible. You couldn't have gotten to 6 without. Okay. I was gonna say you couldn't have even gotten to the 6th dungeon in the Dark World with that. Look at this fool. You turn around like what? Y'all are weird looking. So it was your uncle. I know I called him my uncle once during the playthrough. I called him your dad up to that point. So maybe he did die and Link again probably just wished for everything to go back to the way it was before all that bullshit. But at the same time, he still has the shield and the sword. Tripping. The witch and assistant. Okay, so which one's the assistant? The one in the shop that was actually running it? That would make sense because the witch was out there actually making the potions. Or the apprentice or whatever. And they just moved right on to another tree. Haunted Grove? Yo, that's the dude who was talking about he didn't know where his son had went. Okay. So it was his son. Oh, she was the queen of the fairies. Makes sense, but where's that, the thickness? The one who gave us the silver arrows. Was she just another regular Great Fairy that Ganon changed to look like that? It's relatively interesting. Now I've got all kinds of ideas about catching Kid, Kakariko Town. That's that fool who ran away from me all the time. But I never actually saw his butt more than like twice. There's the bug. Okay, that's the bug catching kid. It looks like he's got the good bee too. The lost old man. Dude, you come on now. This music really reminds me of Quest 64 too, by the way. Not Quest 64 too, because there isn't one, even though I think there should be. Dude, how did you get up there? How did you get yourself even more lost? Get away from the Tektites. They're up there, dude. They're coming for you. The forest. There's quite a few of these buggers, actually. So, this is the last game, then, chronologically. Because they said you completely destroyed Ganon, which means his ass is gone. And they put the Master Sword in the pedestal, and it's asleep forever. And without Ganondorf, there's really no goddamn reason to have the Master Sword unless Vati shows up, but I'm pretty sure you killed his ass in another game. Yeah, so that's it for this game. If you guys don't care about my thoughts on it, since this is my first time playing it, that's what I'm going to do, is just give my thoughts. Go ahead and click off now. It's already done. There's literally nothing after my thoughts about this game except for the little outro where I tell you to do this or tell you to do that or ask you to do this and ask you to do that. Anyway, what are my thoughts on this game? For anyone who actually gives a crap, here we go. I thought it was good. I genuinely enjoyed playing through this game. There were some parts where I got frustrated. I mean, give me a break. It happens with literally every game I play. There's at least 1 or 2 parts where I'm just like, why would they do this? But at the same time, you have to do stuff like that. You have to put things like that in the game. If a game is just a cakewalk throughout the entire time, to me it's not fun. If it's a puzzle game and all the puzzles are easily solved, if it's a racing game and nobody can catch you, if it's a cooking game and you never burn the yolk or whatever, like fighting games where your opponents can't do combos for shit, I mean, whatever the game is, if it's a cakewalk, it isn't fun. So I understand that they have to put those parts in games like this. But at the same time, it was frustrating at the time. But again, I understand it. Like I want to say, it was Ganon's tower where we were fighting or making our way up to Aghanim. It's probably the most frustrating part I had, was just that stupid 4-torch puzzle, where I literally fell down probably 6-7 times before I finally got it right. It wasn't difficult, it was just annoying. But once I got through that, move on to the next thing, I'm having fun again. So that's one thing I will say is noteworthy about this game. The screen went dark there for a second because my controller, my wireless controller, tuned out because I hadn't touched it for a while. Anyway, if that even showed up on the video, I'm not sure. But that's kudos to the creators of this, to the developers and all that, because to make a game that can frustrate you at one point and then instantly go back to having fun, to me and for me, is not a very common thing. I have had several games I've played in my life where I get frustrated and then I'm just frustrated the rest of my time playing that game. And me, I'm one of those people where if I start to get frustrated with a game, I'll just turn it off. Because it's not that serious. I don't care how fun the game is. I don't care how long I've been waiting for it. I don't care what I've heard about it. I don't care what you told me about it. I don't care about my memories about it. I don't care what anything else has to do with that game and its creation and place on this earth. I will turn it off if I start getting frustrated, and I stay frustrated because it's not that serious. It's a game. You're meant to play the game. You're meant to have fun with the game. If I'm not enjoying it, I don't stress over this type of crap, so I'm just like, okay, goodbye. But that never happened with this game. Never even close. I got frustrated. What is this? Is this how many times I've died? Damn! There's no way. I did not die 5 times in the Dark Palace. I don't know what that number means. And I didn't die 4 times in Ganon's Tower. Turtle Rock, I died once, I think. I don't know what the hell that means. But anyway, total games played? Does that mean like how many times I turned the game on? I don't get it, whatever. But no, this game was thoroughly enjoyable. I liked the story of it, and they could have probably ended it here. I can see why a lot of people consider this to be their favorite Zelda game of all time. It's not mine. I wouldn't put it even in my top 3. It's a good game. For a long time, Oracle of Seasons was my favorite game, period. Not even just my favorite Zelda game, but it was my favorite video game of all time. I'm a very, very big sucker for RPGs. I love RPGs, JRPGs, RPGs, ORPGs, whatever. I love RPGs. Tales of Symphonia for a long time was my favorite game. Skies of Arcadia for a long time was my favorite game. Final Fantasy X for a long time was my favorite game. And I don't mean that I had one as a favorite game for a few years and then moved on to the next. I mean, they were relatively tied. There are benefits and disadvantages, whatever you want to say, to all the games I just mentioned. But I like Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy game. I like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is another really good RPG in my opinion, even though that game's a little bit different. Zelda games, I'm one of the cliches, y'all. I 100% am. Other than Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages being 2 of my favorite Zelda games, a lot of people don't even like those games. I'm one of the cliches. Majora's Mask is probably my favorite Zelda game of all time that I've ever played. And it's weird because I call myself a fan of Zelda, but I have played Seasons, I have played Ages, I have played Ocarina of Time, I have played Majora's Mask, I have now played Link to the Past, I have played Wind Waker, I have played Legend of Zelda 2 Link's Adventure, and I believe that's it. I have never played Minish Cap, I have never played the original Zelda, I have never played Twilight Princess, I've never played Skyward Sword, I've never played Breath of the Wild, even though that's relatively new still. So all of these Zelda games that are like heavy hitters that people just love and adore, I've never played. Even some of the more obscure ones, like I said, Minish Cap, and then you've got, Spirit Tracks. I've never played that game. So there's a lot of Zelda games I've still never even had a remote experience with. But I thought the story in this game was good. I thought the fact that your dad/uncle died in the beginning of the game, you didn't really have any time to get invested with him. But at the same time, it was still someone that was important to your character. So, that kind of sucked. I mean, I didn't lose any sleep over this shit, but it was, kind of bad. Then Zelda actually had something to do in this game. I hate the Zelda games and the Mario games where, Princess Zelda and Princess Peach just get abducted in the beginning and you never see them again. You never hear from them again until you save them. I mean, if that was your first Mario game or your first Zelda game, what the hell motivation do you have to save her? You're not playing the game to save her. You're playing the game to play the game. You're playing the game to play as Mario or Link or Sonic or Superman or whoever the hell is trying to rescue whoever the hell. You don't have any emotional investment in these characters because nothing has happened. But in this game, Zelda was, in danger in the beginning, but you find her, you rescue her, and then you're like, okay, cool, she's safe, at least for now. Now you know she's going to get abducted again, but then when she gets abducted, right after you get the freaking Master Sword, oh shit, now you got to go back and try and save her, but she's already gone. And the dude who was protecting her is dead, so that sucks. So I mean, I don't know. I like the character development in this game. For a 2D game, I think it did well developing the characters. Link is still a stoic, goddamn cardboard cutout. He never says anything other than yeah, 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 and he didn't even say that in this game. Um, so Link is still boring in like the sense that he has no character. He's a courageous guy who's out to save his friends or his family or Princess Zelda, whatever, just like every other goddamn Zelda game. And it's not that that's a bad thing. It's nice to have a character to be able to kind of imprint yourself on. He does what you tell him to do. He does what you make him do. And that's very it has a place in games. I would have liked for by now Link to said any damn thing, but then again, Samus didn't say anything for a long time in the Metroid games, and then when she started speaking in Other M, we all know how people take that. Personally, I like Other M, whatever, but that's not a discussion I'm willing to get into on a Zelda game. But no, this game was well made, well executed. I like the music, I like the environments, especially again for a 2D game. This game was beautiful, in my opinion. The musical score was good. I liked the placement of the items. I liked the fact that you had several items in the game you never had to get. But for a completionist, they were more or less easy to get. With RPGs, one of the things a lot of people have to remember is you have to explore to get the most out of the game. You have side quests, you have mini games, you have hidden items that don't benefit you storyline wise at all, but make it very easy to kill certain enemies or obtain certain items. They give you, like the blue mail you could have completely skipped even though it was a dungeon item. The red mail you could have completely skipped even though it was a dungeon item. You could play through it on, green Link to, give yourself an extra challenge. I've also never played Link's Awakening or whatever that other Zelda game is that I can't think of right now. I think it's Link's Awakening, the only one I'm thinking of. Like the Ice Rod was necessary for one boss fight, but if you didn't find it, you would have been screwed when you went in that room, and then you'd have died. You'd have been frustrated. Then you got to walk over the world trying to find the damn thing. That double-headed dragon, fuckboy. You needed the the Ice Rod for him. Then you had, I want to say Bombos. I don't remember. Because Quake and Ether you needed to get in dungeons, but Bombos you didn't need. And I never really found what that was effective on. Maybe I just suck at knowing what enemies will die to what. But I mean, and I like the difficulty curve too. It wasn't too bad. And then, with the quote unquote exception of when you get into the Dark Hole for the first time, you've got those orc dudes who are throwing bombs around. Those things take mad hits to die, and they do a lot of damage, but you don't have to fight them, and they don't chase you. So they're not going to come after you and your family and your kneecaps. But if you start fighting them and you try to kill them, they will probably kill you the first time you get there, the first time you see them, because of how much damage they can do and how many hits it takes to kill them. But like I said, story, I thought it was good. I think the Zelda series could have probably just wrapped up right here. I've said that already. They have the fact that they said Ganondorf is dead, he's gone, he's completely destroyed. The fact that Link actually gets the Triforce and resets basically everything, based off my interpretation of that anyway. I would like to have seen the silver arrows in other games. I know they changed them for the light arrows. Maybe it's the same thing, but I just, I doubt it, seeing as how in every other Zelda game they made it so the light arrows do nothing more than just stun him, if that. All they are is a complete annoyance. Now, he might have gotten stronger over time, but I don't know where this game sits chronologically. If this is the last game chronologically, I think they kind of screwed themselves in that sense. But a lot of people don't look at stuff like that in a critical sense just because it's a game. They enjoy playing it. But no, I would really, really like to let's play Majora's Mask, but I don't at the current point in time have the ability to do that. Now, I've never gotten every heart piece in the Majora's Mask either, but I know so much more about that game and the secrets and everything. I would love to play through that game. A lot of people find that game super annoying because of the time context, concept rather. But I thought that was cool. It gave a sense of urgency to the game. But regardless, I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I know I've yammered on for a while. I probably said the same thing like 6, 7 different times at this point. That's one of the things that I do. But this game was enjoyable. I very much so liked it. Um, I wouldn't say it's one of my top 3 favorite Zelda games of all time. Like I said, I'm not even sure I know how to categorize that because I'm a sucker for Wind Waker. I'm a sucker for Majora's Mask. I'm a sucker for Oracle of Ages, more so than Seasons. But Seasons is not a bad game. Um, I like Ocarina of Time too. It's to me actually it's weird. Ocarina of Time is one of my lower Zelda games. Of the Zelda games that I've played in terms of enjoyment, like if you gave me a choice, if you could just play any Zelda game right now, which one would you pick? Ocarina of Time would not jump into my head. Majora's Mask and Wind Waker probably would jump into my head way before Ocarina of Time. It's a good game, I like it, but there's just not a whole lot of complexity to it, in my opinion. But regardless, now that I've pissed off half of the known world Zelda universe, no, I'm gonna get out of here. So, thank you all for watching as always. My name is Ray. Thank you for anyone who clicked on these videos, who gave this a shot, who enjoyed any of it, hated it, whatever. Let me know what you felt. Go ahead, follow me on Twitter if that kind of thing interests you. Links in the description. But I will not see you next time for another Legend of Zelda Link to the Past video because there's nothing else to do in this game as far as I know. And even if there is, oh well, I'm done with this bitch. I have to start recording my next game series, which I'm not 100% sure I know which one I'm going to do. I've got it down to 2 games. It's probably going to be a coin flip. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, everybody.